So by now, pretty much anybody who's clicked on this video probably already knows that this September, Illphonics and Gun Media will be releasing a game based on the Halloween series. I myself am looking forward to this game as I am a massive fan of Halloween movies and just slasher movies in general. So I personally thought it would be fun to make a video where I talk about some of my hopes for this game and some of my concerns for this game. I am going to try to make this video quick as I don't want this to be an hour-long video where I go over every little detail and every little bit of publicly available information that we know about this game. I just want to make a quick little video where I talk about how I feel about this game before it comes out. So let's get straight into it. So first off, I want to address the elephant in the room. Illphonics and Gun Media do not have the best track record when it comes to ASIM games. These games always seem to go down the same road. They either stop getting support from the developers, or they just lose the entire player base. To put it simply, a lot of people are sick of ASIM games coming out, gaining a player base, building up a ton of hype, and then getting dropped. Personally, I don't know how to feel about this. I am worried about the game not getting the full support it needs or losing its entire player base. I'm hoping that that won't be the case this time around, but you can never be too sure when it comes to these kind of games. But unfortunately, this isn't something we are going to get an answer on anytime soon, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Another worry I have is that this game seems to be very similar to Friday the 13th. Which isn't a bad thing, because Friday the 13th was a great game, which unfortunately got fucked over due to a big long lawsuit that kind of just fucked up Friday the 13th in general. The reason why I worry about this is I worry the game may have the same issues as the Friday the 13th game. Like, how easy is it going to be to bully Myers? Will players be able to just swarm him and constantly knock him down and then get him arrested? Like, the trailers show definitively he cannot be killed in this game, which is a good thing for Myers players.
Don't worry.
How the hell?
It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
But will the players just be able to knock him down repeatedly and then get him arrested? Thankfully, from some of the early footage I've seen from the PAX East demo, this seems to not really be the case, hopefully, but, you know, people are going to pick this game apart and find ways to bully Myers. So I'm wondering what the developer response is going to be to that. How are they going to handle that? How are they going to tweak the game in future updates? Will there be future updates? Hopefully there will be. I know this was kind of covered by my first worry, but again, I'm really worried about the longevity of this game. A lot of the developers have stated they want to stick to the 78 movies, which that only really covers Halloween 1 and 2. And if you're trying to keep this game alive for years, which I hope they are, you're gonna run out of content for those two movies very quickly. Also, if they do decide to do Halloween 2 cosmetics, I really hope they do a Ben Tramer skin so he can get hit by a car. I want to cover why I'm still slightly hopeful for this game. The biggest reason why is that this game will actually have a single player. While the other ASIM games made by Illphonics and Gun Media did have single-player challenges and an offline mode for some of them, this is the first ASIM game, to my knowledge, that actually has a single-player campaign. From what we've seen from the short trailer they released, this campaign will be a remake of the original movie, but you'll get to play as Michael Myers, which is awesome for me because I love the original 78 movie. The original Halloween is one of my all-time favorite horror movies, and it's a movie I watch at least once or twice every October. Another thing that gives me more hope for this game is the Halloween franchise is massive. It makes a lot of money, there's a ton of movies in this franchise, very similar to Friday the 13th. So if they do break the rule of only sticking to 78 stuff, there's like a lot of potential for content in the future, and there's a massive fan base who are willing to support this game as long as Illphonics and Gun Media prove to that fan base that this game won't immediately be abandoned. Another thing that has me hopeful is that this game is developed by Illphonics instead of Gun Media. It's only being published by Gun Media. And Illphonic, it still doesn't have the best track record, but it still seems that they still somewhat update some of their games, and like, for example, from what I've heard, Ghostbusters and Killer Clowns still has a somewhat active player base, so hopefully that will be the same case for Halloween. I don't know. Again, I'm a massive Halloween fan, so I'm just hoping that this game won't be a flop. But like I said earlier, only time will tell. But I am leaning way more to the hopeful side of this game won't be a complete failure. So overall, I am very excited for the Halloween game. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering it. But at the same time, I am worried about the longevity of this game. And we also don't really know much about what the future of this game will look like until the game actually releases and the money starts rolling in. To anybody who's made it this far, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this video was very quick and very brief. I just wanted to quickly get my feelings out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say. See ya.